if there was a sacrifice in here, go right over to this music box and make that go off. Just so we know. Dude, what the man?
Devil-worshipping rituals. You have serial killers. You have murder.
Chris, why are you here?
I don't know. Oh, wow.
The further you walk out here, the creepier it gets and the further away from civilization you really get, so.
Well, there, Mel's going off.
Why?
I don't know. You can touch that if you like. Yeah.
Colors.
What is it?
Colors.
Dude.
It said colors. It lit up the Mel meter, and the ghost tube said colors.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
We're now inside the Cuyahoga National Park. We're headed to Boston, Ohio, which is now nicknamed Helltown. It's kind of hard to believe, Dave, we're standing on this road that at one point in time would have been a busy street before 1974. People would drive down through here to get to school, church, home, and now it's desolate.
Yeah, I mean, there's absolutely nothing here from what it seems, and aside from a bunch of ghost stories and a lot of creepy history.
Yeah, I mean, Helltown, Ohio has so many legends, they're almost impossible to count.
They are.
You have devil-worshipping rituals, you have serial killers, you have murder, you have chemical spills, you have chemically altered and mutated animals. The Peninsula Python, for example, which is a very interesting urban legend of this area.
Yeah.
And Helltown has been nationally known for these legends, but what is truth and what is legend? That's why we're here today.
We're about to find out, I think.
Yeah, we brought paranormal equipment to investigate while we're out here. We're gonna go through and try and see exactly what is left of Helltown, Ohio.
Yes.
So
They have everything closed off for traffic, so it's kind of a foot walk into where we're going.
it is, yeah, that's why we have it packed up in bags here, and
Which makes, it gives another element of creep,
it does.
Not being able to jump in the car and just take off if we need to, so.
Yeah, we have about a 10, 15 minute walk back to the car
Yes.
if anything happens. So, but let's continue walking down this road here and see where it takes us. We're gonna round this bend behind me. I don't know if you see that, but the road just kind of goes on. And we're gonna round this corner. And hopefully from there, once we round that corner, it'll take us right into what used to be Boston, which is now the legendary Helltown, Ohio.
Yes. Let's do it.
You can find a lot of information about the legends of Helltown, Ohio by researching on the internet. But one thing that's hard to find is a layout of where things are located. Sources have told us that this road, Stanford Road, is one of the two roads that runs through what was once Boston, Ohio. So we'll walk this road until we find something from legends and lore.
Oddly enough, we've walked a pretty good ways down this road right now. And we haven't come across really any structures at all until we looked over here behind the trees and we actually saw a barn that was stationed back here.
Yeah.
This might be our first sign of what was once Boston, Ohio, which now could be referred to as Helltown.
I think we're getting closer.
We're getting closer.
There may not be anything left at all. I don't know.
There may not be. There's been conflicting reports from various people.
So far, this barn has been the only sign of the civilization that once thrived here. It's interesting, but we're more interested in the bus that legend says was the site of a mass murder, or the church that was allegedly built by devil worshippers. So we have to walk on in hopes of stumbling across something more fitting of the Helltown name.
I don't know, guys, the further we walk down this road, which is Stanford Road, the creepier it gets. You get more out of civilization, away from the stuff that is now encompassing the national park areas where they have shops and hiking trails and things. The further you walk out here, the creepier it gets and the further away from civilization you really get. So we're not really sure how many structures are left. We still have a little ways to walk, but So far, this is looking pretty promising for Helltown, Ohio to be quite literally a ghost town. So we're gonna keep walking.
Despite the legends that have persisted without proof, one part of this town's historic end is undisputable. During the Gerald Ford administration, the federal government started to focus on the conservation of forests. A very noble cause, but their execution of the program was morally questionable. Through the power of eminent domain, the federal government claimed ownership of all of the land that was Boston, Ohio, turning it into a national park. And in 1974, every resident of this town was forced to abandon their homes and relocate. Despite Boston being their home for generations, no one was allowed to stay. This is the true origin story of this infamous ghost town.
I think we do have a little bit more of the road to go, but at this point, I don't know if there's anything else up there.
Yeah.
I guess we shall find out.
Besides that barn, that's all we've seen so far.
That's it. A lot of hype online about this place so far. It's aesthetically pleasing, but only one structure so far, so we shall see.
From 1974 until just recently, the structures of this former thriving town sat untouched. And it seems the National Park Service really didn't have any plans to follow through with turning Helltown into a national forest. But now, we can see that after almost 50 years, the plan is being executed. Standing here on this road, we've seen that most of the former homes and businesses have been demolished, and trees have been planted to grow and turn this into the forest that the Ford administration had envisioned. Our search for a horrifying and infamous ghost town has just turned into a simple hike through the woods. And even though that's beautiful, we came here for ghosts and legends, so our minds start to wander to the places that we'd hoped we'd end up.
Well, it's currently 9:42 at night, and Ryan and I are walking through the woods here, and we thought we heard the screams of the Blair Witch, didn't we?
Oh, we did. We did, so we're over here getting ready to investigate and see what we can find.
You guys gotta send help.
We have to accept the reality that Helltown, Ohio is gone, and all of those legends may have just been a result of people with wild imaginations. Even the church, allegedly built by devil worshippers, is miles from Stanford Road, and it's just an old Catholic church with ornate woodwork. The upside-down cross that people claim as proof of a devilish past is just decorative woodwork, and it's far from an occult symbol. But we embarked on this trip to capture paranormal evidence, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And as the sun sets, we get in the car and drive 45 minutes north, and it's there that we find something fascinating.
All right, guys. So we are walking down the sidewalk here. We are actually up in northern Ohio now. We had to drive a decent way because we could not find anything of interest in Boston, in Helltown. Everything's torn down, so we moved over here, and we actually found this really cool observatory that we're gonna go into. So we're gonna switch gears here. That's just the name of the game. Sometimes you don't find anything interesting, and sometimes you do, but right here behind Dave is the observatory. We got some equipment, and let's step across here and just see what it's like.
This space observatory opened in 1920 and was used to house multiple telescopes. Owned by a local university, many students were taught classes here in the field of applied sciences. It started to become pretty apparent in the 1950s that the neighboring city caused too much light pollution and it interfered with the telescopes. But in 1983, the building was abandoned for good, and for nearly 40 years it slowly decayed and fell victim to vandalism. In that time, the history is pretty hard to track, as these types of abandoned buildings often see partying, drug use, and even have possibilities for seances and occult rituals, as well as violence that can be pretty well hidden from the eyes of others. Who knows what's waiting for us inside this observatory?
Oh, creepy.
at all this graffiti.
Let's just take a look around and see what happens.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what really direction we're gonna be looking at, but this is kind of cool.
Oh, that's not creepy or anything. Look at that damn graffiti beside the door.
I looked straight in front of me and all I saw was a human figure.
That is creepy.
That was not creepy or anything. If there's anybody that researched here or was a part of this observatory and chose to stick around even after their time was up, even after they passed away. In this room right here, I put some lights. If you walk into the room and touch the lights, it'll light up and let us know that you're here. We don't mean you any harm. What's that? You think there's someone walking on the stairs? We don't mean you any harm.
Hey, you guys, if you're exploring, we are too, so don't freak out.
That was loud. Yeah. I don't hear anybody in here, though. Up until that point, I didn't hear anybody in here.
If you work here at the observatory, you can come downstairs and check us out. Come downstairs and talk to us. That's why we're here. There's a box right here. We'll give you a second to walk up and talk to it for us. My name's Ryan and this is Dave. We're in the basement right now. Let me show you how to do this. You walk up to it and do that. It'll light up for you. So far, it sounded like there was something right up here.
Yeah, it did.
Do you want to walk up there and see what we can find?
Yeah.
With the basement seeming relatively quiet and strange shuffling sounds coming from upstairs, we decide to go back to the main level to head toward the domes. I pull out the ghost tube to experiment with the magnetometer and word generation technology in an attempt to get relevant responses. And as we walk through this doorway, it reacts strangely.
I'm not real worried about the light.
Clown.
What'd it say?
Clown. You have to think with as open as this building actually is. Anyone could come in here. You think about, drug use, overdose, gang violence.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows who could be here? Who knows what spirits are here?
Did.
Did what? What did you do? I said a few things there. Which one of those did you do? Huh.
We won't realize it until later, but this spot will turn out to be the most active part of the building.
Well, that's not creepy or anything.
What?
That skeleton.
Asylum.
Asylum.
What do you mean asylum?
This isn't an asylum. If you can use this thing, can you tell us what this building is? If you can use this device, this program, to speak to us? Can you tell us what this building was used for?
Watch your step.
Yeah, I am. I just say damn because look at this creepy ass graffiti. Wow. This is so cool, dude.
Oh, wow.
This is the top of the observatory.
Yes. One side, isn't it? Two-sided?
I think so.
Yeah. Watch where you're walking.
Yeah, I am. How do some people get the graffiti up here on the top?
Climbing up.
That's crazy.
Dedication. Please don't walk straight forward.
I'm not. I see it. This would be where the telescope was mounted.
Yes.
Right here in front of us on the ground, where the telescope was actually mounted to view the. You can see where the top of it would stick out. I mean, you go back and you think about the number of people who would just come up here to do absolutely nothing but research and look at the night sky. And how beautiful that is. You can see where the telescope would stick out right there.
And I'm sure this dome would spin.
I'm sure. Okay, Dave is setting up the paranormal music box.
And guys,
That's weird. A little extra after the calibration.
we apologize for like the loudness. You got the trees blowing. There's some rainstorms moving in. We got a main traffic out here, and we're in Cleveland. It's not a quiet city, so
Yeah.
we apologize for the background noise.
Well, when it comes down to it, this wasn't our first choice of. Whoa. This wasn't our first choice of places to investigate.
That was weird.
That was weird.
The paranormal music box uses passive infrared sensors to detect objects, masses, or energies with different temperatures than the ambient room. When the lights and music turn on, it means the music box is detecting something moving or standing in front of it. Could it be that someone or something is just outside of this dome room watching us?
Was this your job? Is this where you came every day to do?
Whoa.
You can come on in and talk to us. If you walk in front of this thing, it's going to let us know that you're here.
Can you do that for us? Or can you go over there and touch these red lights that are on the floor over here? If you do either of those, it'll let us know that you're here. We'd greatly appreciate it.
Who worked up here? What's your name? Can you tell us your name? You can use this bright light right here, and you can use it like a microphone to talk to us. Can you tell us your name? My name is Dave, and this is Ryan right over here.
Why?
You hear laughing?
We look out the windows for people passing by, because if this was a living person, they would have to be very close. We could hear this laugh over the wind and road noise. But no one is anywhere close to this building.
My name is Dave, and this is Ryan right over here. My name is Dave, and this is Ryan right over here. The ghost tube said why. When? Huh. That's weird.
Yeah, it's been quiet for a couple of minutes now. And then you told me the ghost tube said something, and then that started to go off.
Yeah. You can come on in here. You don't have to be afraid.
You know, a lot of people believe that the night sky and the stars and the constellations and their placement in and amongst the earth actually have a lot to do with spiritual energy.
Is that true?
What's that?
Whoa.
Change.
Change. It just said change, yes. So what better place to actually set up and do a session than a dome beneath the stars? If you're here, there's a box in my hand that you can use to talk to us. If you're lighting up this music box here, can you come speak to us?
Impressed.
Said impressed.
Really?
We are impressed.
We'd be more impressed if you could go over here and make that one go off. I just heard, did you just hear thank you?
Lost.
If you're standing out there in the hallway, can you come in here for us?
Confused?
Whoa.
What did that say?
I did, or something like that.
Chris, what happened?
Crying.
Can you step out of that doorway to make that music box stop? Just make it stop going off for us.
Halt.
Whoa. What? What?
A leaf came in through the window. It just said Dave.
I did?
A leaf came in through the window and I saw it fall down and it scared me. Who said Dave's name? What's your name?
Chris. I heard it again.
Chris. And that's going off again now.
Yeah.
Chris, why are you here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
That's creepy. Chris, why are you here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, wow. I don't know.
I don't know.
Chris, can you tell how many of us are in here?
How many of us are in here, Chris? Couldn't tell what that said. Chris,
Can you step over here again and away from the music box? I know you seem to like it.
I like it.
I like it. We like it too, but can you talk to us? Can you give us answers, please? Why are you here? Chris, are you still here with us?
As quickly as this male voice started to speak, it just stops. We're not sure who this Chris was that we were speaking to, but he seems to have left. And the wind and rain are starting to pick up again, so we decide to head back downstairs to see where the paranormal activity might take us.
So you want to go to the basement, and then maybe at the end of the, when we're getting ready to leave, we'll go upstairs and do another session in the other telescope port?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Halt.
Halt, it says. Dave,
Halt.
it said halt.
Why should we halt?
This is literally the exact spot that we were getting voices through this earlier.
Yeah. Maybe we should do a session here.
Yeah. I'll set this right here, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so we got that. Let me put this over a little bit here. Yeah.
Whoa.
There, Mel's going off.
Why?
You can, I don't know. You can touch that if you like.
That's in frame.
Yeah.
Colors.
What is it?
Colors.
Dude.
It said colors. It lit up the Mel meter, and the ghost tube said colors.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa. Did you follow us from upstairs, like we said?
Why?
Why?
We're just curious.
If you get closer, it'll light up different colors. Can you make the colors change? That's weird.
A little stronger. It looks like a rainbow if you try and touch that thing. There's every color of the rainbow.
That was me.
I don't know, you guys, if that was...
Here it is again.
Throat.
Throat.
Throat. What happened to your throat? That was... I don't know what happened right here in this area.
I don't either. Hurry up and get that set up.
Or if someone passed away, but...
Whoa. Okay, that's getting set up.
Can you step away from that light, please? That's calibrating. Can you step away from that and leave that alone for a minute? Please? Please?
Dude, this is kind of crazy.
Come in here and talk to us.
Whoa.
I don't get what's setting that off.
There's nothing here.
There's literally no electricity in this building at all.
Do you like those lights? How come you quit talking?
Come back in here and use the thing that you were using to talk before. I'll turn this on.
Whoa.
That was a woman. It sounded like it said Dave. Did you like those lights over there? There's more right here if you want to get close to that one. It does the same thing.
What if I walked over here?
Who was lighting that up a minute ago? You just did it again.
What?
Lit up the mail.
Can you touch that again for us? Or do we run you out of here?
You can use our energy to talk. Chris, are you here?
Whoa. Dude.
Whoa.
Chris, you're here with us?
Jacob.
What did it say?
Jacob.
I thought I heard someone upstairs. Whoa.
I heard that. Did the music box just go off?
It did.
Sorry, I was checking to see, like, I went to look around the corner to see if there was anybody outside that would have made that noise that I heard. It sounded like a thump or a footstep. And then as soon as I walk away, that went off.
Come back over here. I'm interested to see if that'll start going off again, because it completely quit.
Use this box if you can. It just did it. I saw some light flash.
Ceremony.
Ceremony. It said ceremony.
House. Danger.
Hold on, turn that box off for a minute. Dude, what if
there was someone that did like some sort of
ceremony?
or like
Was there a sacrifice in here?
this would be an interesting place.
Whoa.
Right as soon as you asked that.
Yeah. If there was a sacrifice in here, go right over to this music box and make that go off. Just so we know. Dude.
What the man?
Okay.
Sorry.
Now there's
Thank you for that confirmation.
there's a little red one right here. Can you do that one too? Just so we're 100% sure.
Can you hear me?
Yes. We can hear you, yes.
What is your name?
Can you please set that off for us? I literally pointed at the music box.
Thank you. There's one more right here. Can you make that one go off?
Like this. Same thing like that one out there.
Dude, I'm pretty on edge right now.
Yeah, but if you think about it, I mean, anybody that was into the occult that lived here locally in Cleveland, I'm sure an empty and abandoned observatory. Music box just went off again. An empty and abandoned observatory would be like the perfect place to do some sort of occult rituals.
Out of the city limits.
It's out of the city limits.
Alright, so we asked you to stop this one and move to that one, and you did. So can you stop that one and move back to this one? And make that go off?
Do your favorite one. Make the colors light up.
Now everything is stopped.
I'm trying to wrap my mind around how that happened, because it was as soon as you told it to do that one over here,
Yeah.
it just jumped. It literally moved. It did. That's bizarre.
Yeah,
It just goes to show you that if you're walking through an area and you get a hit on your equipment, it might be an area that you either want to stop and focus on in that moment or come back to later. Because we had a couple voices come through right in this doorway as we were walking through to go upstairs.
Yeah. And I didn't
Interesting.
mention it on the way up, but as we were walking through here, I was like covered in cold chills earlier.
I don't know, so far this has been a weird session.
Yeah.
Really weird for just having stumbled in here.
With all of the strange and unexplained activity that we just experienced, we strongly believe that someone has performed a seance or ceremony in this building, and that may have opened up a portal for a number of spirits or entities to enter. But whoever we were talking to seems to have left, or just stopped interacting. Also, the rain is starting to pick up, and that's less than ideal for a building that doesn't have much of a roof left. But we wanted to venture upstairs to see the other dome before we leave. And on our way up the stairs, I experienced one of the many dangers of these old, dilapidated structures.
Yeah, the ceiling is literally out on this. No roof over this stairwell. Ow. Nail? Yep, give me your flashlight. Into the foot? Yes. Uh-oh, you're gonna have to go get that checked out.
As I was getting ready to ascend the last flight of stairs, I stepped directly on a nail that was sticking up.
Ryan stepped on a nail. Gosh, it ripped your sock.
Yeah. I just want to make sure it didn't go, impale my foot. No, actually it didn't. I got lucky.
Yes, you did.
I did not impale my foot, but it did in fact go deep enough into my boot that it ripped my sock.
Luckily, I stopped my step at the exact right moment, and it didn't break the skin. If I had stepped down any harder, it may have impaled my foot. This is a reminder to always be careful in these decaying buildings.
This has been a really cool adventure because at the start of the day, we thought we were going to end up exploring an abandoned ghost town, which ended up not even existing anymore. All the structures were gone and it was hiking trails through the woods because it's now a national park. So we didn't actually get to experience any of that, but then we found this place online. Drove up here just on the off chance that we'd be able to explore and investigate, and sure enough we could, and we got to experience some amazing things. I've never been in an abandoned observatory. And on top of that, apparently it's haunted too. We had some really creepy stuff happen when we were here. But remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, make sure to turn on bell notifications, share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget, if you want access to behind the scenes video, behind the scenes live streams, join our Patreon or become a member of the channel. And also, if you would like to watch us do live streams, go and subscribe to our second channel. The link for that is going to be down in the description. We're going to start doing live streams over there on that channel because we cannot do them here without some serious repercussions on the numbers and the performance of our channel. So go over and subscribe to that second channel if you want to watch us do live streams. And until next time, remember to stay safe. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.